coming.
It's going to be quite a challenge to get to the end, and they've got 4 different categories to go through to get there. Besides being a really handsome prize at the end, you know, they've got the ability to prove to themselves that I do know what I'm doing. I've gotten this far by knowing what I'm doing, and I'm going to do my very best to get to the end of it.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to me trying to win the regionals at World's Top Whiskey Taster Contests. I've got Ed and Ben in the green room, if that's what you want to call it. We'll get them on here in a minute. I just wanted to welcome everybody. If you can hear me, if it sounds okay, say what's up. What's up, Richard? Good to see you, ma'am. It was a good weekend last weekend. We did the grand opening for the Bourbon dock, which was awesome. It was really fun to live stream from there. Had a lot of fun. So tonight we are going to be tasting. I have a new toy. So first of all, we're going to be tasting some samples. We're going to be going through these. My wife did some of these. And then Mike Booth, one of our Patreon members, sent in some other samples. So I don't know what I'm tasting tonight. I'm going to try to guess the age, proof, and then the bottle, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Let me get Ben and Ed in here. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm excited to see what Mike sent you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on tonight. I know you sent me some samples. They just didn't get here in time. So
yeah, they said it would be there Friday, and then they changed it this morning, I guess, changed it to Monday. So they'll be there for next week. But
yeah, that'll be good for next Friday. That'll be fun, man. That'll be fun. I know. I can't wait because I know you put together something good.
It'll be interesting. I'm interested to see what you think. I'd be interested to see how some of those stack up against some of your top whiskeys for this year.
Okay, cool. I'm sure that you put them together better than this guy. What's up, Ed?
Thanks, fellas. What's going on?
What's up, buddy?
How are you guys?
Thanks for coming on, man.
No problem. Absolutely.
Get us in the bar here.
There we go.
There we go.
Now we're talking. Let's see. We got. What's up, Steve? Hope you're doing good tonight, man. So what are you guys drinking tonight?
Just poured Ezra Brooks Distillers Collection.
Yeah, is that a good pick?
I like it.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm drinking Bunnahabhain 12.
Oh, you're going for the Scotch, huh?
Nice.
Yes, it's my first time. It's my first time trying it. I had heard a lot of good things about it, so I decided to try it. It's really good. I mean, it's slightly peated, but I've gotten used to that. I've had a few bottles that are peated, so
yeah, that's one of the first scotches I bought, and I love it. It's good stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For being that low of proof, it's actually surprisingly flavorful. I mean, that's the thing is, like, I have to kind of start the night off with a scotch if I'm going to drink a few different drinks, because it's like bourbon, the proofs are so much higher, and so you can't, it's harder to go backwards as opposed to starting low and then working your way up. So
yeah, isn't there some debate whether it's actually peated or not, though? I didn't think Bunnahabhain was peated.
I left the bottle over there, but it
I mean, I know what you mean. It tastes like it a little bit.
I thought I even saw it on the bottle. I'm gonna go check. Just
okay. Yeah.
Isn't that one of the crowd favorites for the Scotch test dummies? Aren't they big Bunnahabhain guys?
I think so. Yeah.
Guys, I remember him talking a lot about it. So I was contemplating on pulling the trigger on a bottle today of Scotch, but I didn't do it. So
you didn't do it?
No, it was Glenlivet 12. I guess.
Yeah.
Your entry level type stuff. So, but yeah. I am going after some single malt after this one here. I'm going to go drink some Stranahan single barrel. So,
yeah, Stranahan's is good. I like Stranahan.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know if I told you. I know I told you, but this is the first whiskey tornado pick coming out.
I'm excited for that a ton. Ton.
I mean, I think you'll like it, Ed. I know you're not a huge rye guy. You're starting to like ryes a little bit more.
I am. And hold that thought. Go ahead, Ben.
So I checked, and it doesn't say on it, unfortunately, but it is from Isla. So I don't know.
Nice. Cheers, John. Thanks for tuning in, man. Cheers from Montana.
What in the heck, John? Big Sky Country. Where at? I just got back. I'm from there. So let us know where you're at.
So this is the I haven't well, I showed Ed and Ben and Aaron's on here now. What's up, Aaron?
Aaron.
And we got a second revision of the sticker. I don't know if I should show it yet. Should I show it?
No.
No, we should keep that secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep
Yeah.
that secret.
But
It's not. We got a second revision, which is better, but I got to do something else to it as well. So
All right.
we're
speaking of ryes, I got this last time I was home. It's this it's Hard Truth, and it's this Indiana straight rye that they're coming out with.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, I might send you some of this in that just to taste it, see what you think.
Okay, cool.
It's really good, and they're going after, or they're marketing this Indiana Rye Act. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's something to do with Indiana trying to be like the Kentucky of bourbon, and Indiana wants to be like they focus on rye whiskeys, and
Okay.
so they just passed it, I think, in July. So, and this Hard Truth came out with this rye. It's their first solo distillate. So they didn't blend it with anywhere else. So it's bottled in Nashville, Indiana. So it's pretty good. It's
So
not
how
bad.
old is it? A couple years?
It's 4.
4 years old?
Yep, 4 years.
Nice.
Yep.
Power of Bourbon said Longmore 16, Ed. It's a bourbon drinker scotch.
10-4, TJ. Thanks, buddy. Or Chuck, whoever's on there.
And then John said Great Falls.
Smoky. Yes, I'm from Butte, and it was smoky as hell. There was a new fire that just kicked off, let's see, on Monday. And yeah, Smoke City up there, man. So one of my best friends lives in Great Falls.
Good old Butte.
Yep.
Yeah, my family's all over Missoula, which is the nice part of Montana, the nice beautiful part, as opposed to the east side, which is just
Oh, you mean
more
Western?
like the Dakotas.
You mean Western Dakota?
Western Dakota.
Western Dakota.
Exactly.
That's essentially what it is.
Once you get past Livingston, maybe halfway between Livingston and Billings, your mountains are gone until you get to the Black Hills in South Dakota. And then after that, forget it. You don't see mountains until Virginia.
Yeah, I got to get up there sometime.
Yeah, man.
Sounds gorgeous.
Take the wife up and do a road trip up into Yellowstone and into Western Montana. You'll love it. You'll love it.
All right. You guys ready for me to get started on this?
Let's go after it.
How many samples do you have?
So I like this. I like this camera 1, camera 2 stuff.
That's pretty
Fancy.
cool.
So I got 6 samples here, and then we've got envelopes for each sample. So I'll reveal them as we go. That way you guys don't have to like wait forever, you know?
That's way more preparation than I put into the samples I send you.
What? Come on. Counting on you.
He just wrote them right on the bottle. He was lazy.
I wrote letters on the caps. And I did not send an answer key. I probably should have, but I will. Oh, you know what? Here's what I'll do to make it interesting. I will. I'll be a kind of like a moderator, and I'll ask you questions, and then we'll do a point system that way, so you don't know
Okay.
what's coming. So
Okay.
that'll make
I
it
like
more realistic. We have to do game time simulations.
I like it. This smells, excuse me, I went in a little hot. It smells pretty familiar. I don't know what it is though. So some of these are on my bar, so I should be familiar with them, but I have about 100 bottles open. So, and then the ones Mike sent me, I have no clue. I'm sure they're good bourbon though.
Is Mike going on the meetup?
Yeah, he's staying in the place with us.
Nice.
Should be pretty cool.
Yep.
It's coming up.
Yeah, no joke, man. We're like what, 6 weeks away?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I can't
I
wait.
was a little nervous probably about a month ago that COVID would like potentially derail that trip, but it seems like things are gonna be fine. So
Yeah, I heard Rarebird canceled his meetups. Rarebird 101.
yeah,
I think his wife works in the hospital down there or something.
Is he in Kentucky?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
They're in a bad way, state of
Yeah.
Kentucky.
But I figure like even if they close, as long as Airbnb is open, man, I'm fine just chilling with you guys, drinking bourbon and
It's not like we're gonna lack in bottles, that's for sure.
for sure.
Jesus.
yeah, we'll just bring a few extra bottles if that's the case.
Yeah, right. The Bourbon Basement. So Bourbon Basement is he's also in the top 6 for the regional finals.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Nice.
I didn't. I'll have him on the channel. Him and do you guys follow Hood Sommelier?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's one of the other top 6. So I'll have them on the channel just to get to know them before we get up there. Because
Cool.
I mean, I'm cheering for everybody. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
Man, this smells
it's gonna
really
be interesting to see what they do with what they have you taste and stuff like that, and what questions they ask.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have had the Evan Williams 12-year.
No, but I heard you can only get it at the distillery.
Yeah, so I got it through a trade, and it's so funny because it's like normally like $100 bottle, and it's got the cap
Plastic screw top.
Yeah, screw top.
It
And it's
looks-
funny paying $100 for a bottle, and they couldn't put a cork in it.
So how's that first one coming, Lance?
So this first one tastes a little crafty. It's a little youthful. It tastes like right away. I thought it was either tastes a little like Woodinville or what's the Bones one? They source all their stuff.
Oh,
Backbone.
Yeah.
I have a weeded Backbone pick, and this kind of tastes like that. It's got lots of vanilla, cream soda, really good. Pretty proofy.
Was that the one was Backbone the one we tasted at Narav's place? A1.
Yeah, that was an MGP 10-year though. That thing was fantastic.
Yeah, we screwed up. we should
have got that. That's right.
Man. Yeah, that was really, really good.
Power Bourbon said it's bad down there in Kentucky. Man.
Yeah. In the next, he chatted again, and it's Heaven Hill closed today.
I just read that article right before I came on. They went on strike.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then there's one other one that somebody else was close to following suit. Barton. So
Barton. Well, we're not going to Barton, so they can do whatever they want.
Right. We're not going to Heaven Hill either, are we?
Are we going to Heaven Hill?
I thought we were going.
So I met a rep at the grand opening, Heaven Hill rep.
Oh.
And he acted like he can put some paperwork through the back end and get us in
Nice.
for that bottling thing if they're open and if we want to. So
I watched Power Bourbon talk about Heaven Hill, and it is interesting the offerings that you can choose from. There's four different ones that you can choose from, and honestly, they all actually seem, aside from Larceny, but I heard it was actually pretty good. But anyway,
yeah,
interesting.
I watched that same one, Ben, where it's TJ and his wife. Yeah, that's
TJ,
really
yes, yeah. I think it'd be cool. At the end of the day, it's like we could go to almost any distillery and it would still be a good time. So
right.
Man, I think I'm gonna go age is like 4 to 5 years on this. Proof is 115. I'm really fighting between the Backbone and the Woodinville. I'm probably off on both, but it's definitely. I should never say definitely. Let me take one more sip. I think I'm gonna go Woodinville. I don't think it's the Backbone because I think the Backbone had more maple flavoring in it, and I don't really taste that much. So, but I haven't had either of those bottles in a long time, so we'll see what we got here on number 1.
Right on. Is this a mic pour, or is this the one from your wife?
This was from my wife.
Okay.
What you should have done is you should have mixed them all up. Put stickers on the bottom and mixed them all up.
Oh yeah, I don't think we had that much time. So
well,
I don't know if you guys can see it. It was Backbone.
Oh, nice.
I'm like I'm trying to read Braille over here.
It was the weeded. I said 115 proof is 117, so that was pretty good.
Wow.
Well done.
I'm not sure the age. I think that's 4 years, but I'm not sure. So that wasn't that bad.
No, you really stepped it up. You've been practicing?
Yeah. Right?
No.
He's been sandbagging us this whole time.
No joke.
All right, I'm gonna put one over there. Now this number 2, this is not from my bar, so this is from Mike, so I'm sure it's good.
One thing that I need to do is I need to buy some uniform sample bottles. Every time I send samples to you guys, I'm sending them in these different size bottles. It's just because I'm just using them, recycling the same ones over and over.
I just ordered 36 of them off of Amazon for, I think, $23 or something like that.
I need to do that, because I'm sending it. It's like you never want to send it like half. You never want to send one half full, but then some of these are like some big sample bottles. I'm like, I don't need to give them half my bottle.
Right.
Oh man. Yeah, Mike sent something good.
That looked dark, man, when you poured it. Looked real dark.
It's pretty dark.
Oh, that looks fabulous. That looks fabulous right there.
I'm sure that the proof is not in order on these, so.
Yeah, that is the tough thing too. When you get one that's like way lower in proof, it can throw off a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
What are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts right out of the gate, it's an Old Fitz.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little tastes like Heaven Hill. There's some peanut notes in there, caramel, brown sugar. I thought I was gonna say 100 proof, and now it's like the spice is lingering on the back of my palate. It's making me question whether that is.
Isn't Old Fitz
those weeders? They can have some heavy spice like that.
It does. It's got really good spice on the back end. If this is Old Fitz, it's the best one I've had.
What years have you had? You have an 8, right?
Man, that's gorgeous. Man, that's good. That's holy shit, that's good. Yeah, I've had the 8. I think I've had the 14. I don't think I've had the 16.
I've had the 9. And I was not that impressed.
Yeah, the 8's okay. I mean, it's fine, but it's not the 8 from this year is not this good. But Fred Minnick went crazy over the 8 this year in his review. Like that's why I wanted a bottle so bad, and I happened to get one. And
where did you get it at? Harvest Market?
I'm not sure if I can say.
Well,
yeah, he's got too many connections.
You got it on. That's right. You got it on your tour. So. We'll just leave it. We'll leave it at that.
Let's see.
Power Bourbon said, Lance, Chuck has 2 16s. Make him share.
Of course he does.
Oh, nice.
Of course he does.
There we go.
Yeah, I obviously don't know Chuck, but I'm like, just from watching some of those videos, I'm like, this guy has to have just an insane collection.
Well, he's got an insane pocketbook. Put it that way. He's a good dude. I've went on live with him. I'm doing another live with him the 25th, I think, for their. I think it's what are we doing? 1,000 subscribers they're close to or something. We're doing a live. It'll be fun. They're fun.
Are
They're
they
good.
getting close to 1,000?
I think they're about 800. I
Oh,
think.
hell yeah.
I think
Awesome, man.
I looked. They're about 800. Yep.
All right. I'm going I'm going to say 100 proof on that. And I keep going back and forth. I'm going to say 14 year. That might be the 16 though. But it's probably not even what I'm thinking. And I'm going to say Old Fitz just because it tastes like Heaven Hill.
Well, let's see what we got.
Whatever it is, it's fantastic.
It looked fantastic. Just poured in the glass.
Oh, whoa. Okay. I was off on this. So that's funny because I have this bottle. So this is the Russell's. It's the Mash and Drum Russell's pick.
Oh.
So that's where I was getting that nuttiness from. But man, sometimes when I taste turkey and Heaven Hill blind, I cannot differentiate that.
Yeah.
So I said the proof was 100. The proof was 110. And then this bottle is a 10-year, and I said 14. So Warehouse G Floor 4.
And that's a single barrel?
Yep, that's a single barrel.
Nice.
I still have some of that pick left. It is so good. Golly, it's good.
I never picked up any. Did you taste any of that one, Ben?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I heard obviously great things about it. Yeah, I mean, it's. I feel like it would be tough to find like a bad Russell's pick.
Yeah.
No joke.
Like there would have to be something that went way wrong in the process to get a bad pick.
Yeah.
What wax top you going with there, Ben?
So got a Maker's 46 cast strength. So this is going to be first time trying this one.
That's such a good bottle.
Yep.
Mike, Mike, I'm tasting through some of your samples, buddy.
There you go.
Because Ben failed me. Didn't get him
All
here in
right,
time.
I did not fail you. The United Postal Service failed us all. So,
Mike, I just had the Mash and Drum Russell's pick. I think I was off on proof, off on age. I didn't get anything on that, but it's so good, man. It's fantastic. That's one of the better turkey picks I've had. I have a bottle too, so.
Yeah, it's wild to like the Russell's picks. It's one of those ones that I get away from and then I come back to it and I'm like, why did I ever leave? It's like,
right.
I know.
Right.
It's one of those ones that I could just drink every day and be happy, more than happy. I mean,
I've had 2 different picks from Warehouse F now, and those are like, have you had Warehouse F?
I think that's what mine is. The one that I have from Total Wine. I think it's Warehouse F.
They're so chill compared to the other ones I've had.
the ones. So I've had two different Warehouse Fs, and I've really liked them both. I've got an A,
nice.
and then one other one that I have to. Actually, I've got 2 other ones. I'll take a look. But anyway, they're good.
Power hit 600 tonight.
There we go. Getting there. Go sub to Power Bourbon if you're not, guys. Good channel. One of the guys is local to me.
Yep, good dudes. They're fun.
All
Yeah,
right.
this Maker's 46 is good.
Yeah, it's real. Is that the first time you had it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's real good. I had it the other night. All right. Going to sample 3.
I'll join you in that one in a second, Ben, as soon as I finish this up.
All right, I'll let it sit a little bit. We can compare our tasting notes.
Mine's been open for about a month.
So what are your guys' thoughts on on something being open for, like, obviously if something's open for a year, that's different, but like something being open for a few months, not like being down at the bottom, but being, halfway, like a bottle being halfway. What are your thoughts on?
Well, to me, once it gets past the shoulder on the bottle,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't. There's no change to me. Once that like 2 neck pours get out of it,
Yeah.
it's the same to the bottom to me. It just.
I would guess I would guess it's more our palates changing day to day, if I had to guess.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
I do feel like this could just be like not power suggestion, but like neck pours. To me, I feel like there is definitely a difference there. But yeah, I kind of hold the same thing. It's like unless it's been years that a bottle's been sitting this full, I don't think it makes too big of a difference.
The only thing I notice is right out of the gate, the first pour just seems hot. It seems a little hot, and then it mellows. But taste wise and nose, I get really no different on the palate other than it just seems hot.
If you run a YouTube channel, you'll find out real quick that if you hate any bourbon, it's just because you haven't let it breathe enough.
I saw you make that comment on my comment. That was funny.
It's funny because with wines, good wines, they'll like decant them and everything and let them open up, and it's like, I wonder if you did that with a bourbon, I wonder what would happen. Obviously, you're not going to drink a whole bottle of bourbon in a night, but
if you put like enough in there to have 2 or 3 pours,
yeah, you probably missed Lance's face that he just made.
Not good.
Horrible.
Is it one of yours?
Yeah, it's something my wife poured.
Oh man, that's tough too. Because I mean, you're coming off of the heels of something like, typically when people send samples, unless you're Ed, they're sending some good stuff. So
this is a peated Scotch, or it's a peated American.
Yeah, that's rough.
What do you mean unless you're me, man? That flight I sent Lance last time was solid.
The one that he didn't post?
The one he deleted.
Yeah.
That one had,
yeah, sorry about that.
That one had OGD in it, had E.H. Taylor, it had Remus.
This is like sour, funky socks, man.
Lord.
God, it's awful.
Johnny Smoking Drum.
It's awful.
You got just throw in the towel and see what it is.
I feel like you don't have a ton of peated stuff, so you should be able to narrow that down pretty quick.
Power
Bourbon just said.
So,
go ahead, Lance.
It's so peated that it makes me feel like it's something younger that I have that's peated. I mean, it's got those like smoke notes up front, and then underneath there is that like sweetness like we got on the Ardbeg you sent us, Ben. Mm-hmm. But it tastes way more peated, and I know with peat, the younger it is, the more the peat stands out. And sometimes the longer they age, the more it gets rounded out. This is so peated. Like, if I had to guess, I'm gonna guess like Ardbeg Wee Beastie. I have a bottle of that. I don't know that I've ever drank it though, so that would be a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Or it could be. What else do I have? Yeah, that's I think what I'm gonna guess. I don't want to drink any more of it. It's like soured socks. It's disgusting.
Soured socks.
It's gross. All right. Let's see. I gotta get some proof.
80.
So let's see. What's Wee Beastie? 6 years?
I think it's 5.
Okay. And then I guess 90 proof. Isn't that what most of those are? 90 proof?
I think it's 100. I want to say it's
it?
Really?
I think it's like one of the Scotch is a little bit weird. They like to use decimal points a lot, and so it might be. I don't think it's 100 exactly, but I think it's like slightly above 100.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that. I don't actually have a bottle.
I mean, this tastes. I only said 90 just because I was just trying to play the law of averages, but it does taste a little hotter than that. But we'll see here. Oh no, this is I mean, it is peated. It is American. It's I don't know how you say it. Opeden. They're out of Illinois.
Mm.
This is Smoke and Sea.
Smoking sea.
Smoke and Sea. It's finished in French oak and Islay Scotch barrels. It's a straight bourbon whiskey, but finished in Scotch barrels.
I wonder how long it was finished for. Do you know?
Let me see if I can grab the bottle.
I'm curious now on the Our Big Wee Beastie, so I'm gonna look up the information on it, see if I was right.
Ow. All right, let's see. So the proof is the proof's 91. So like
Okay,
or
so
92.
yeah, you were
I'm sorry,
right.
92.
You were close.
Yeah, I was close on that. So this is the bottle.
Oh, that's that. Yeah, so that's been open for a good while.
Yeah, it's been open a long time because this was a memory bottle for one of my friends who passed away on 10/23 of 2019. So that's when I opened it. So yeah, it's not a good bottle, but it's a good way to remember.
I was gonna say you sure got a lot of it.
Yeah, I don't take big pours of it. But,
well, that's one way to.
I
That's
just
one
take
way
a
to
pour
remember
once a year.
somebody.
Yeah, once a
Yeah,
year.
you get a real rough bottle that you're not gonna drink. It'll always stay full.
All right, so I don't know if there's an age on this. Let me see what it says. Combination of our 4-grain bourbon and Solera aged bourbon mash bills finished in French oak and peated Islay Scotch barrels. The French oak adds structure, blah, blah, blah. Fruit notes, smoke, earth, sea, and sour sock. That's what it says.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll bring that to the meetup for you, Ed.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you can keep that. Yeah, you can keep that there.
Exactly.
It would be. I am interested to see what that FAE02, because I love the FAE01.
01's fabulous. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
FAE comes out tomorrow.
He gets it delivered to him. TJ does.
Nice.
So I told him pull me one once he sees him. He finds the greatest stuff in Kroger. He'll just go down to Kroger and they have that's where he got the FAE01 that I have that he got for me. He comes across some awesome stuff in the Krogers in Louisville. It's amazing.
Yeah. We don't have Krogers here. Even if we did though, they wouldn't sell liquor.
Is everything state-owned liquor stores in Texas? No,
they're not state-owned, but they have very strict rules around liquor. So you can only buy liquor at liquor stores. You can't buy liquor. They have certain hours, like most places do, but on Sundays you can't buy liquor on Sundays.
Not at all.
Nope. Not at all.
Indiana used to be like that, but now it's 12 to 6 or 8, I think, on Sundays. Yeah.
That's the same hours that we have on Sundays for like beer and wine. So
okay.
The Lord doesn't want us drinking at 10 a.m.
What's up, Darren?
Hey, Darren. But I can go to 7 a.m. mass and have wine. So
Darren's gonna make it to Chicago for the Bardstown event.
Awesome.
We got about, I think, 12 people going.
Cool. When is that, Lance?
It's September 23rd.
The 23rd. Okay, cool.
This one smells good, whatever this 4 is.
Yeah, especially coming off of the heels of that other one.
Probably tastes like Pappy 15.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to make one of your terrible bottles taste a little bit better, you drink it right after you had something terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Some Willet pot still.
Yeah.
Whatever 4 is fantastic.
I bought a Willet pot still just to have the bottle on my shelf. I haven't even opened it. It's a cool bottle. I mean, it is a cool bottle. The genie bottle, you know.
Yep.
I'm like,
I think I know what this is.
is that yours or Mike's?
It's mine.
Yours.
I think it's Old Granddad 114.
Oh, that's that one stands out like a sore thumb.
It's so good. It's like you know, it's not as peanutty as Old Tub. It's just so good. The balance of like caramel and nuttiness and proof is so good. I'm probably gonna be way off, but that's what I think it is. What's the age on Old Granddad? I don't know.
It's not age stated, but it's said to be a
Gotta be
blend of
6
like 6 to 8,
right?
I think. 6 to 8 year.
Yeah, that's to me is like, I mean, that's a hard bottle to beat for. I can get it for $30, which is nuts.
I think I can get it. I think, yeah, Indiana, we can get it for 30 easily. Georgia, I haven't looked. Probably 33 or 34.
We get it for 20 here.
20 even?
So you guys
$20?
know I'm not cheating.
Old Granddad.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
Yeah, it's $20 here.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Speaking of the Old Tub, last time I was back home here in Indiana, my girlfriend did a blind. She poured 3, and it was Old Tub, Old Forester, and I can't remember the other one. But she poured them. I mixed them up. We both drank. We both picked the same one we liked, and it was Old Tub. And I hadn't been to Old Tub in a while, and I was like, man,
I'm not surprised you like Old Tub.
I know.
So people hate on it, but it is weird. Like I remember, so I had a bottle of it, and I remember up until I got to the last little bit, it seemed like I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and then my palate kind of changed, and it just tasted like fiery peanuts. Like it was,
dude, I was the exact same way, Ben.
It was super hot. It was almost like like a hot tamale. It was just like, why is this so cinnamon, like cinnamon red hot peanuts? It's like it was very aggressive, and I almost sued for beating my taste buds, but
wow.
I mean, but at the very beginning, like 75% of that bottle, I loved it, and thought it was an awesome value, and almost bought a second one. So
yeah.
But if you do really like peanuts, like I'm not a huge Booker's guy, as you know, Ed, but obviously being more of a Booker's guy, like if you really enjoy that peanut profile, it's a great value. It's got a really good mouthfeel. I think that's like probably its best quality. It's like it has a super oily, nice mouthfeel, and that I mean it stands out to me, even though I haven't had that bottle in a long time.
Right, but I was shocked because I hadn't drank it in probably 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think of the cask?
It's good. I do like Makers. It definitely has like a very unique like profile that you get with Makers, and on some of their stuff it can taste almost like artificial, but on their stuff that they some of their special releases and this cask strength, it doesn't have that same artificial quality, but it definitely is like very, very unique. Like you can usually pick this out pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm loving Makers more and more.
Me too.
I really like it. Darren, blinds are going okay, man. On the first one, I guessed age and proof. Almost had the bottle. I guessed one between 2 bottles. Second one, not so good. I thought it was Old Fitz. It was a Russell's store pick from Mash and Drum. I didn't get anything on that. Third one, all I knew was it was peated and tasted like socks. The fourth one, I did get the bottle, so I got everything on that. But so now we're on to. No, I didn't pour the 5th one yet. I'm enjoying this Old Granddad too much.
One thing with Old Granddad that I don't drink it as much as I should, because usually I'll start the night off with something like lower proof, like 90, 100 proof, and then I kind of start working my way up. And normally I'll start getting to like stuff that's like slightly older, and so I always like pass over Old Granddad because it's not going to be something I'm going to start the night off with, but it's usually not going to be something I finish the night off with either. So
all right, we're on to 5. This is one Mike sent in. Oh, Ben said, I like that Maker sends nothing to any competitions. Yeah, they like their stuff so much, they just know.
It's funny. I would love to see like an age-stated Makers product, like something
Yeah,
like
for
10
sure.
years or something like that. Like that would be interesting. I mean, they might know more than all of us and know that their stuff tastes terrible at that age, but it would be interesting.
Minnick talks about that a lot, that he is always hoping for an age-stated Maker, something in the 10, 12 year. But it's like he says that they sell what they have so well that they're just,
kind of like Jack Daniels, kind of the same thing. I mean,
but they did release a 10-year. Did you see that?
Yep.
I'd love to get my hands on some of that.
Yeah, I would be interested. I mean, I heard it's good from some different reviews I've seen. I've heard it's good, but
I've seen a couple on Instagram that said it was pretty tasty. So maybe I'll drive north of the border, see if I can get some.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Lance?
What do you got, Lance?
So this tastes like craft too. It smelled really good, and then I thought I started smelling some craft notes, some youth to it.
Is that a booth pour or is that a tornado bar?
This is a booth pour.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess the proof's like 120. Age is like 4 years. It's almost got like some spearmint, some kind of minty notes in it. Which at first I was going to say Woodinville, and now I'm thinking maybe Wilderness Trail, even though that's not, I don't think Wilderness Trail is considered craft anymore, but.
Yeah, I think once you can come out with your own 6-year product, I think then you stop becoming craft.
Yeah.
I love their 6-year. That stuff is so good.
Yeah, this is good though. This is good. Just a little youthful.
Little youthful.
Yeah.
My Maker smells like Cracker Jacks tonight. Fabulous.
Cracker Jacks, interesting.
Cracker Jacks with a little bit of cherry cordial.
I was getting like a little bit of like a slight like hint of nuttiness, oddly enough.
That may be where I'm getting the Cracker Jacks,
As it was like sitting for a while, I got like a little bit of like some nuttiness, and then
honey roasted peanuts, kind of maybe.
Yeah, and then a little bit of like jamminess on the finish. It was nice.
Every time I hear jam or stewed fruit, the first guy I think of is Dylan from off of Curiosity Public, and I just laugh my ass off because he says that all the time.
So they. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, bud.
I was gonna say, speaking of them, they've got their ranking system, and they're like one of the few channels that I've seen talk like really, really positively about Doc Swinson 15-year.
Really?
Yeah, they ranked it really high, and I love that stuff. I think it's super good, but not a lot of people talk about it.
I've never seen a bottle in the wild.
I'm gonna say this is Wilderness Trail just because I happen to pour it in a Wilderness Trail Glen. if it's Wilderness Trail, that would be hilarious.
Does it smell like Big League Chew bubblegum?
Is that what you get on Wilderness Trail?
The 6-year that I had, every time I poured it, the first nose, I'm like, that's Big League.
Power of suggestion strong. I could make myself believe that. All right, let's see how dumb I am. This is probably not going to be even close. Ed, you'll like this. It is crap. I did nail that.
Is it Chattanooga?
No, it's not Chattanooga.
Is it Chattanooga?
What is it?
Read it.
Uh-uh.
Starlight.
Oh my God! Really? Which one?
It's Starlight Double Oaked.
That's the bottle. That's the bottle I sent you guys. That's awesome.
Yep.
Starlight Double Oak. So I said it was 4 years. It's 4.5. I'm gonna give myself that.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll allow it.
I said the proof was 120. The proof was 111. So I'm not gonna give myself that. And I said Wilderness Trail, and it was Starlight. So
Yeah,
I did,
if there would have been a question on which of these is double oaked, I don't think you would have gotten that.
no,
No,
yeah,
no toasty, no marshmallow, no graham crackers, huh?
I mean, yeah, there is, but you know, when you taste it blind, you have
Right.
to be looking for that, man. It's not. It didn't stand out to me. The only thing that stood out to me was that it was a craft. And I like Starlight, so.
Yes, you do.
All right, let's see. I got one more sample. I got to go grab another Glen. Hang on.
Hey, Ben, have you drank any Stranahans?
I have not. It's always been one that I've just kind of passed up because it seems kind of like some of them seem kind of like gimmicky with like the metal top and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm just like, I just always pass by them. But I have heard some good things on some of the releases.
I have. I bought the original when I was in Colorado back in 2007, and then I steered away from it for the longest time. And then a bar here in Bloomington did a single barrel pick, and I bought a bottle of it, and I like that one pretty good. It's not clear. It's not bourbon. It's a single malt. So it's different, but I like it. It's good. I don't mind it. I'm not gonna do backflips over it and wait in line for the snowflake like everybody else does, but
yeah,
to have something different on the bar, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Cheers, Tim.
That is something that that I've started to kind of look for a little bit, is stuff that's different. That's why I've been on a huge barrel kick. A lot of the barrel products, I've been, really getting a lot of those because.
What's that one?
So this one is this one's a single barrel. It's a 7-year, and it's 120 proof. It's a store pick.
This one here.
Yeah. It's not. This is my first time having this one. I've got a 14-year that is Dickel. I've got another like private select pick, which is like a blend of different Dickel ones. But this one, my first impressions are like it's okay.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the first pour out of that bottle that I got. It's a store pick from Big Red Liquors. It's nothing like their batch 26, 27, 20. Those are fantastic. Yeah. I have 26 and it's fantastic. Oh my God, it's good. Ask Chuck from Power Bourbon about barrel. What do you got, Lance?
This is my favorite of the night.
Really?
Oh man, it's fantastic.
I'm interested. Yeah, I'm interested to see what it is.
Is this a booth port too?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, it's a booth port.
Okay.
Do you still have any of the Russells left to compare them?
I do. Yep.
Okay, compare them head to head.
This has a lot more fruit notes in it. Super sweet. Golly, that's good. That tastes like those barrel blends. Where it's has so much fruit in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't taste any Dickel. If there's any in there, I can't taste it. It's really good. Man, this is fantastic. I don't know what this would be. Let me think on the age. I'm going to go 8 years.
Man. Lance, on those, is there a category where you have to do secondary grains too?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if it's anything like last year, like they had, is this bourbon older or younger than 10 years? Is this proof higher or lower than 100 proof? Name secondary grain. One they gave them like a triangle sample. They did like 3 and spiked one with like banana. You had to say which one was spiked and what was the flavor they added.
Got it.
They haven't given us any information on, you know, what they're going to do. So I have no clue. Yeah, Tim, events 9/23. It's at a rooftop bar at Navy Pier. You might know since you're from up there. I've never been, but I think tickets are like $30. We've got about 12 people going, so
Yeah, that'd be a fun thing to go to if I was closer.
That would be.
yeah, I'm excited. Should be fun.
You guys drink much Irish?
I like
Whiskey.
Irish.
Yeah.
I have to get into it more. I have a Redbreast cast strength, that one that fairly recently released. I think it's good. I have to try it more.
I've had the red. I don't own it, but I've drank quite a bit of Redbreast 12, and that is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a bottle of the Jameson Stout cast. And compared to regular Jameson, it's so much better. So much. So I like those. I'd like to try some of the, like the blue and the green spot.
Yeah. I've heard those are really good too. There's a lot of interesting, like I've started to get into some Finnish stuff as well, some different stuff there, and yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff that you can get out of some of those distilleries that are finishing their stuff in different barrels.
What do you got for proof, Lance?
Man, I've scribbled out 5 answers. Every time this thing keeps changing on me. I almost thought it was a light whiskey for a second. It's so sweet, man. But at first I was like, oh, the proof's around 105, and now I'm up to 115. It's really good. I don't know if I even have a guess. I might just say barrel just because, but it seems like it's a blend to me, but golly, it's so sweet.
Age?
I'm gonna say 8, but it is kind of drying my palate out on the back end, so I don't know, could be older. That's if he threw in a light whiskey in here, that's shit, who knows, you know?
Right.
Power Bourbon said, if you want finished stuff, Bardstown is the way to go. Have you guys had any finished Bardstown stuff?
No, what is it? The pirate one that just come out recently?
The Prisoner?
Yeah, I've seen that a bunch and passed on it.
Yeah, I had the Prisoner. I think I had what is it, Pfeiffer?
Oh, Pfeiffer Habit.
Yeah, yeah, they're all good. I think they're all good.
Or what?
The Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Is that what you were talking about, Ed?
I was talking about the Prisoner one. For some reason, I thought it was pirate, but
yeah, the Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not
You give us too much material, Ed.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
The man, so like unfortunately we don't get a ton of Bardstown stuff here, but the Chateau de la Baude, that's probably one of the best whiskeys that I've ever had. It's so good. Oh yeah, it is so good. And then the Bardstown, the Copper and Kings, I got the sherry finished one. That one is not great. Do not get that one. But
see, that's the thing is there it's not like you're spending the $40. You're dropping $130 to $170.
I would say the majority of their finished stuff, if you can find it, it's going to be good. But yeah, some of their stuff, it's like it is tough when you're spending that much money.
Right. I'd like to do a taste before I buy on those.
I'm pouring more of sticks. Yeah. Now you guys got me wondering if this is finished Bardstown. It's so sweet. God, it's so sweet, man. It's fantastic.
It looks dark like most of their stuff. It looks dark. Yeah.
I mean, if it is finished, it's going to be darker. That sherry finished Bardstown, it is super dark. It's like it's basically like coffee.
All right, we'll say 115 on the proof, 8 years. And you guys talked me into Bardstown.
That's so tough because it's like it's not really like they're not using their own stuff, so it's not really.
Yeah, I mean, I did say it tasted like a blend, but it's so sweet, man. Oh my God, I could not have been more wrong on this one. Well, the good streak ended. Ed, you're gonna love this.
Oh, what is it?
Okay, it is finished. It is finished. That's why it's so sweet. It's Starlight single barrel rye, finished in apple brandy barrels.
Oh my God. I heard that. So I wanted to try that when we went on the tour, but they'd ran out of it and they didn't have any samples left and they didn't have any bottles left to sell. So,
well, I mean, it was so sweet. That's why I thought, well, maybe it's a light whiskey because it was just so sweet. At first I said 105 and then I went to 115. The proof was 108.
Really? I was going to say around 113.
Man, that's gorgeous. Starlight does better at their finished ryes than anything else.
Agreed.
Their finished ryes are so good. Their rum finished rye is one of the best I've had.
Well, that sample you sent us in the
Koji barrels.
Oh, geez, that's good.
Yeah,
that stuff was good.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I still got a little bit left. Savoring that.
Yeah, so it was the proof was 108.4. I said 115, so I'm not going to give myself proof. I would guess the age is like, I don't know, 4 to 6 years with it being Starlight rye. So I said 8, so I didn't get that. I didn't get the distiller. I didn't get anything on that bottle. But that's fantastic. Man, that's good stuff. What worries me is that I didn't realize that was a rye.
It's that finished.
I know. I did pick up. I was like, it's so sweet, and my mind just went to light whiskey. Like I was like, I don't think it's obtainium just because it doesn't feel like that high proof.
Yeah, what's that, like 139 or 140?
Yeah.
One of the bottles or one of the lines that I want to try is the
Marty's in the house.
What's up, Marty?
I'm interested in the good time stuff. All their different finishes.
Oh yeah, I've heard. Yep.
I haven't seen any of that. Where are they out of, or what's their deal?
So I don't know where they're out of, but they use a lot of MGP, like younger MGP, like 5 years, 6 years, stuff like that. But they do some really interesting finishes. They've got like a vanilla, honey, toasted, like kind of like Starlight. But I've heard some of those are just really, really good. Like they've got apple brandy, stuff like that.
Good times, that's what it's called.
Good times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They do a lot of tater bottles. They'll do like a honey one and
the wax,
the wax and everything. So this was really helpful actually, doing a finished rye blind. Now I know, like if I get something that sweet, I have to ask myself if it's a rye or if it's finished.
Did you get like any of the rye characteristics at all on that?
I mean, now that I know, it's like I've had so much Starlight rye, like it pisses me off that I didn't know that. Makes me so mad. Because it tastes just like their other finished ryes are so good, man. They're some of my favorite stuff. But yeah, this stuff is sweet.
So you said that was your favorite out of the bunch?
Yeah.
Really?
It's really good, man. That stuff would get me in trouble.
Starlight, yeah, they've done. I mean, you know just as well as anyone. Their stuff is they're doing some good stuff.
Yeah, I got to tell Narav if they do another apple brandy finished rye, he needs to buy that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good stuff,
it'll be interesting to see what some of these like up and coming distilleries look like in like 10 years. You know, seeing what they put out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Mike, if you watch this back, buddy, thanks for the samples. Those were great, man. That was a good test. I think I did all right. I didn't look that stupid, did I?
No, I mean it's the other thing I think that might have hurt you too is instead of doing them all in a line where you're kind of comparing and A/Bing them, I think that's very difficult too, to like just one by one do them because you don't have like reference points and stuff like that.
Yeah. I haven't been far off on proof. I haven't done, that's probably one of my better categories.
You're within 5, pretty much 5 to 8. Seems
Yeah,
like.
it's not too bad. And I did nail one bottle. That was good.
Yeah, you did.
But it was out of my collection, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Well, John's got 100 bottles open. I mean, shit. Yeah, it counts. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
like
I mean, it's
it's
still.
not like got 6 bottles sitting back there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are watching, haven't done it, line up 10 bottles and try to pick out which is which. It's not easy, man.
Yeah. What's something that you've been going back to a lot recently?
Let's see. The one I've been drinking a lot is the Rebels Distiller Pick.
Yep.
And the Ezra Distiller Pick. Both those bottles, they're priced right and fantastic. And then the Starlight. This is why it pisses me off. The Starlight Rye finished in rum. I mean, I kill that stuff, and I'm so mad I didn't get that. Trying to think what else. So Barrel Batch 27. I bought lots. I bought backups of those, and stuff's so good, man. Everybody's sleeping on this, or I'm just crazy, but it's so good.
So it's a blend. What is it? It's Dickel, right, or is it not?
It's your typical, like, they have Dickel, MGP in Kentucky blend.
Got it.
But they blended all the Dickel out. Like, it's just fruit and caramel and heaven. So it says 5 years, so the youngest thing in here is 5 years old, but it's 115 proof. Man, is it good. I love that batch.
I can't wait till y'all try that Dickel 15 year. I think that's going to be one that's going to surprise y'all.
I really am.
I'm going to be like tooting the horn of that thing. Y'all are going to try and just absolutely hate it.
Yeah, Power Bourbon. I've had both of the cigar barrel batches, and I wasn't a fan like everybody else. It was funky. Now, I've heard, like, some people that didn't like it, the more they got into it, the more they got used to it and really started craving it. But I did that on a live stream. I tasted the 109 proof, and I can't remember that. Was the other one 112? I don't remember. I like the higher proof of the two. And it's not that I didn't like it. It was just really funky, man. It's a wild ride.
Is that Brazilian?
Yeah.
Yeah. They had him down there when we went through the distillery, and the guy was talking it all up. So I couldn't taste it, but he was showing us the barrels.
Yeah. He said it brings back Cinnabon from the mall for me.
Wow.
So do you smoke cigars? I'm interested to know, because we had this discussion, and no, I'm talking about Power Bourbon.
Oh,
not everything's about you, Ed.
Yeah, come on, Ed.
Get your shit together, dude.
The reason
why?
The reason I asked that is because we talked about this a little bit in Rusty Water Society, that some of the guys that went to Starlight and had the cigar blend didn't taste any tobacco notes on it at all. And those of us who don't smoke cigars, it had tobacco all over it, which was really fascinating to me.
That is interesting.
Yeah. In fact, like, one of the questions for the regional finals from Bardstown is like, what's a unpopular opinion you have about bourbon? And one of the things I said was that people who smoke cigars can't taste bourbon as well as everybody else. And I was sure that answer was going to get me out of the competition, since 90% of their clients probably smoke cigars.
Yeah.
And it didn't. So it was kind of funny.
I mean, you think about it, it's like, I feel like it definitely doesn't help your olfactory senses smoking cigars. Like, I feel like it's not going to do any benefits, but.
Why does that comment not surprise me?
Chuck does.
right?
Chuck's a collector of everything, isn't he?
Well, yeah.
Lower proof was all tobacco, which is why I got the higher and had less tobacco on it. Okay, nice. Yeah, I only had like a 2-ounce sample of each, so I mean, it's hard to tell, if you really like a bourbon with 2 ounces.
You smoke cigars, don't you, Ben?
I do, not a ton. Like, the thing for me is I hate like that taste and that smell stays on you for like a day and a half almost. But I really enjoy like just the process of sitting down. Like it is a very like tactile thing for me, like holding a cigar, like, I don't know. It is definitely something that is kind of therapeutic almost in a way. And so I really enjoy it. I go by myself and I just kind of sit there and relax. And so I enjoy it. I don't go a ton, but yeah, I'd say
my buddies that smoke cigars are like, it's just very, after a long week of work, it's just very almost meditative for them very calming. And
yeah, just being in that environment, just kind of like, and there does like kind of, there's like a nice little manly feel to it. You're sitting in a leather chair holding a cigar, it's like, but it is really something that I think for me, it's just, if you hate the smell of cigar smoke and stuff like that, then yeah, of course I can understand why you'd hate it. But it's like, if that's something that actually, smells nice to you, you enjoy that, then it's like, it definitely is a good therapeutic thing.
I'll send Minnick a note, see if we can get you a smoking jacket and an ascot.
Yeah, I'll be the next friend Minnick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wear my monocle.
Exactly. I love the smell. The actual smell of cigars, not just the actual tobacco, and they have a lot of different aromas. I mean, but smoking them, just no. I never could get that. Like you said, Ben, about. I mean, God, it tastes like a cat shit in my mouth for 3 days after.
Yeah.
God.
It's kind of like going out and getting drunk. It's like when you're going through it, you know what it's going to be like the next day. But when you're going through it, it's going to be fine.
Exactly. Yep.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, gosh, my wife would divorce me if I started smoking cigars every day. But also too, just the health ramifications of it. It's like people think it's healthier for you, and it's like, well, you're basically smoking a pack in that one cigar. So
yeah, I can't imagine what the Bourbon Junkies hut smells like.
Oh,
dude,
no.
Yeah, that's. Goodness gracious, it's like out there in like the humid heat too.
Right?
Goodness, yeah.
Right. And that thing, they're always bitching about that thing being 85 degrees every time they're in it. They're always complaining. Well, I shouldn't say them. It's Dan, and then Sean wants to punch Dan, and I'm hoping one day, please let it happen. One time.
Whiskey knows.
What up, Marty?
Yeah, Marty would be a fun guy to come on the trip.
Yeah, for sure. Although I keep seeing him going on trips and he starts taking clothes off, so I'm not sure.
He starts taking clothes off.
Oh man.
Oh, smoking cigars is great, so you burn a hole in your shirt.
Well,
yeah.
Take your shirt off, Marty. I mean, come on.
Marty's sitting in his recliner, duct tape around these 2 fingers with his sleeve. He doesn't burn himself.
Oh, that's fabulous. Mold and mildew with a cigar and a side of Dan. That's perfect, Tim. That's hilarious. That's awesome.
Yep. There we go. We got somebody on the Dickel train.
Nice.
Tim, have you had the Blue Note 17? I'm interested. I wonder, that one is a real good one.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I really want to try it. I'm interested to see how it compares to that Resilient 16 I just reviewed.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a sample, Lance, in the flight that I send you that I want you to compare to that Resilient. I'm not I'm not telling you what it is.
Okay.
All I'm going to do is put a question mark on the bottle, and then I want to see what you think.
Okay.
So
it's going to be a Chattanooga special.
Nope, it's not. No, it's not. Not at all.
It's their
Chattanooga flight.
Their 2-month whiskey finished in Dickel barrels. Pickled Tabasco barrels.
Oh man, that stuff is so good.
You're talking about the Starlight.
Yeah.
This Woodford batch proof, it's not bad. The one with like the newer release from them with the static proof on the.
What is that about? Is that about, what is it, 124?
128.3. Some people gave it some I heard like very mixed reviews on it. It's not bad. It's definitely hot, but.
Did you just get it, or have you had it?
No, I just got it. This is like really my first time like sitting down, like really tasting it. I think it's pretty good.
What are you guys on the hunt for?
Stag.
Stag.
Stag Junior.
So the Master's Keep that toasted is supposed to be coming out pretty soon.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm like, after seeing what happened with the Russell's 13, I feel like that's one that no one's gonna see. But man, that's one that I would definitely hunt for when it drops.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I mean, this is the time of year when stuff starts popping. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Stag. Just the typical stuff that people are hunting out.
Tim said Russell's 13 still. I still can't believe I was not a fan of Russell's 13.
It was that was crazy.
But I've heard several people say that, and I was just like, no way. There's no way. I've loved everything Turkey's done. I didn't hate it. I don't know. It's too bitter on the back end, and
I would
my jam.
I would love to know if Jack Daniels is going to do another single barrel rye like last year. I would be all over that.
I had last weekend. I had the this year's batch of Michter's 10 rye. Holy shit, that stuff's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's this year's batch of it.
Yeah, this year's batch. Mm-hmm.
So I think it was last year's batch, and that was okay. Like it was very good. The flavor was like, the flavors and the notes you get off it are really good, but it just felt like for spending $130-$40, it's like, it's fine. It's not like out of this world. So
Remus Repeal 5. That stuff is kind of all over here in Illinois.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet in Georgia.
Yeah, I did. That would be one that I would definitely like bunker a couple. Not because it's like, unbelievably good, but just because it's super solid, such a great value, and people are buying it up like crazy.
Yeah, that's what I had for my warm up tonight. Was Remus 5. It's good stuff.
Yeah. What do you think about it now that it's like down that far in the bottle?
Did it open up?
Well, I mean, has it changed stuff for you?
I got that comment on my video too, because I was like, the only thing is the mid palate is just okay for me. Oh, you got to let it open up. You got to let it open. I'm like, golly, I don't always have to let stuff open up.
Let it pour in the glass. Let it sit for 20 minutes. That'll open it up.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Any video where I have anything negative to say, I'm gonna get that comment. You got to let it open up. I'm like,
I think it's one of those things too. You get more use, or you have more experience with it, and so I think that also is another thing too. Like you kind of acclimate your palate to it almost.
Yeah, for sure.
But what if you had to give it a scale 1 to 10 now that you've had some time with it? Where would you put it? Just knowing everything about it, the age, the price.
1 to 10. 10 being like the best thing I've ever had.
10 being like 2020 George T. Stagg. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think you got to rate it against other 100 proofers, right?
So, okay, how do you like it against 3, 4, and 5? Where would you put it?
So I think I like 3. I like 3. 4 was a little bit more oak forward to me. 3 had a little bit more fruit flavors, and I don't know. I feel like this is a good mix of both. And it has that little dip in the mid palate that I'm not crazy about. But I still think if I had to blind them, I think it would be close between 3 and 5. I don't think 4 would win. But I think 3 and 5 would be close. If we're talking best 100 proof bourbon I've ever had, it's 17-year Wild Turkey bottled in bond, but that's a different animal. So.
Yeah, there's not a lot that can compete with that one.
If, in my opinion, yeah.
I mean, it's I think it definitely, like, I almost get this like dark chocolate brownie note.
Oh,
On 5?
Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's very interesting. Like this is gonna sound kind of weird, but think of like a chewy brownie versus like, you know, a more firm brownie. Like I get a note like that on it, which is really enjoyable. But like Lance said, I think it's a good mix of the two of them because
well, I'm gonna pour another glass and look for that note.
Yeah, see if you get that, because that is something that I pick up on it that kind of sticks with me. I'm like, oh, this is good. This is definitely, like I said, I think it's a good balance of 3 and 4, because 3 for me is like just basically an orange dreamsicle. Like that's what I get with 3, and
Really?
4 was very, very rye. Yeah, 4 was very, very rye heavy, and I'm not a huge rye fan.
The nose on 5 is fantastic.
Yeah.
I poured 3 last night, and I was telling Lance it was sweet tobacco. And now that I think of it, it was sweet tobacco with raspberries. It was, I love 3. 3's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get those red fruits in 3 as well, Ed.
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't get those as much. Like, to me, it is just so, maybe I focus too much on the citrus, but it is just like orange and vanilla. Like, just so much of that.
All right, Ben, I'm going to give it a shot, see what I think.
I'm going to go grab mine, too. Yeah, I'm going to grab mine.
You guys hunting for anything special?
Lance is all by himself.
That's okay. I can handle it. Tim saw Shanks and Bomburgers for $2.25. Holy cow.
Wow.
I had Bomburgers last weekend too. It was pretty good. I wouldn't pay $2.25 for it.
I'll tell you the best so far this year, the best single pour I've had, like going to a bar. Well, okay, I'll take that back. Yeah, my best pour of the year, hands down right now, is Old Forester single barrel proof rye. That is ridiculous.
So good.
That is oh my God.
I might finish the night off with that.
You ass. You asshole. That stuff. I was sitting there. Jennifer's looking at me. She's like, what? I said, just give me a minute. I said, it's so good. It's so freaking good.
It is amazing.
Oh my God. That would be, if anywhere I could hunt one, that might be, I know I'll never see it because they're gone. Basically.
Yeah. I'll never pass up a bottle of it if I see it. Well, I mean,
no way.
Price,
No chance. No chance.
What's the most you'd pay for it, Ed?
I'd pay $200 for sure.
Yeah, I would too. That's what I was gonna say.
I'd pay $200. I might even pay $250. I mean, it was ridiculously good. Yeah.
This 5 is really good, man. It is good.
Do you get any of that brownie?
A little bit, yeah. I'm actually getting fruit notes in it right now, like red fruit again, like I did on the 3. It's a really good combination of 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's
4 to me was just all sweet oak. It was, but I still loved it.
Right.
And this has that sweet oak, and I get I see what you mean with the brownies, though, Ben.
All right, let's see. Let's take another gander at 3.
Yeah, it's like I get, like, now that Ben brought up the creamsicle, I get like vanilla pipe tobacco and raspberries. And I'm like, oh God, just make a candle and burn that. That smells fabulous. Holy cow.
So like I can see when you're talking about like the red fruits, I can see that, but then like as I kind of get into it a little bit deeper, I still get a lot of that orange citrus and like vanilla.
I just don't get I get vanilla. I don't get any citrus.
Yeah, I definitely, for me, it's like very heavy.
I want to have 5 and some blinds and see what I think.
Oh shit, that's good. Man,
So what?
Three's good. Three's good.
it's good.
On that scale of 1 to 10, after you've had it now, where would you put it?
I think it's an 8. If Wild Turkey 17 years a 10, I think it's an 8.
I think it's an 8. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say it's like a very solid B+.
Yeah.
So if you had to rate it against your best bottle of McKenna 10, where would you put it? Because that's 100.
Oh, that's a great question. Oh man, I have had better. Oh, that's a good question, Ed.
You can't like my best bottle I've already finished, so I can't blind it. But
you sent me a sample of that in a blind, right? It's fucking delicious.
Yeah, and then I just sent you another bottle of McKenna.
Yeah, I haven't opened that one. Have you opened that barrel?
Yes.
Is it good?
No. Yes.
I was like, you asshole.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, that
Oh
one.
man, that's a good question. That would be fun to
that would be
who raves about Remus 5
Hey,
and have them blinded against Henry McKenna 10.
Can you get another bottle of 5?
Yeah, I think so.
If you get a bottle of 5, I have an unopened bottle of McKenna. I can get McKenna any day of the week. If you guys ever want it in Georgia, I can get it all the time. And I've got
Don't say that. When I said that about Stag Jr., it disappeared.
I know it'll go away.
Remember that? Yeah, it never seen from.
Yeah, right. Now, yeah, I get it all the time. Now you haven't seen it. But I have an unopened bottle of McKenna that I'll bring, and I would love to compare it against 5.
All right. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't had a bad bottle of McKenna yet. Fingers crossed. But I haven't had a bad bottle yet. I've heard people talk about some of the honey barrels and some bad barrels of it, but I haven't had one. All the ones I've had have been delicious.
And I am bringing my Georgia 1 batch of Sam Houston 15 that's unopened.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for everybody to try that. That 3 is good, isn't it, Ben?
It is definitely hitting me different. Like in a great way.
Last night I was just like, oh.
Coming off the heels of that Woodford, I was like, well, it's like almost 30 proof points different. I was like, but no, this is good.
How's that McKenna?
Extremely peanut forward coming off the heels of Remus. Yeah.
Is it really?
I mean, it's still really good.
Right.
Man, those are close, guys. Those are close.
I don't know why. I just was sitting here thinking 100 proofers. And they're right up. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, what can you get McKenna for in Georgia regularly? 50, 60?
60. Wow. It's jumped up in price. Like it's 35 here when you find it. That's the big thing is you really don't find it here.
I just bought one for 45 on the shelf. So, I mean, 45 versus 90 is half the price,
Right.
I would pay 50 for that all day. Honestly, I would put, and this might be crazy to some people, I would put that Henry McKenna over like an Old Forester 1920.
Oh. No.
Okay. Yeah.
I would. I think it's like I like Old Forester 1920, but I think some of those single barrels, like I said, I haven't had a bad one yet, but I think they're just for $50. I think they're very, very, very good.
Yeah.
Well, they're good. I mean, even for $60, I'll give $60 for it. It's worth that. And like I said, okay.
Yeah, I'm not mad paying 60 for it. I know people are like, well, it used to be 30, but bourbon world's changing so much. It's like you got to deal with it. I'm fine paying 60 for it. I'm fine paying 60 for a good bourbon that I love,
Exactly. Yeah, I'm
Marty,
not.
What's up, buddy? I wanted to say thank you, 3, for helping Whiskey Nose get to 400 subs. Nice, buddy.
All right, buddy. Keep going.
Good job, man. Keep working hard.
Yeah, I'm not giving $60 for Eagle Rare. I'm never giving $60 for Eagle Rare.
Yeah. What about a grape Kool-Aid bottle?
Oh, oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. God, I'm not kidding you, Ben. It was like you took the packet of grape Kool-Aid, tore it open, and just smelled it. And that's boom. That's what that bottle Lance had was. It was ridiculous.
I've had a couple bottles that have been like maybe not exactly like that, but definitely like on that very like grape Kool-Aid flavor wheel. I don't know. I still am not like if I'm looking at what I want to drink to start the night off or something like that. Like I'll go to Eagle Rare sometimes, but I'm not like it's just not one that I'm always going for or like feel like I have to have.
Yeah, Tim. The Eagle Rare grape soda picks are when you find them. I found this one on the shelf. I shared it with Ed, and it's so good. I dream about that bottle. It was so good.
The bottle, as a matter of fact, here's the bottle that I bought the day I was with you, Lance, and this was the fruit punch bottle.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if it still tastes like it.
Do you guys, with your Eagle Rares, do you ever get some bottles that are like very almost herbal or like tea leaf forward?
This is the second bottle I've ever had. So
no, I don't get. I hear people give a tea note a lot, like black tea, or I don't get that note.
That's the one I have right now. Is like very, very herbal, and it does turn into like kind of a grape, sweet vanilla. But yeah, it is very very herbal.
Night Power Bourbon, go sub to him if you're not.
Guys, awesome channel. I'll see you guys the 25th.
I'll try not to embarrass everybody while I'm competing.
Speaking of herbal and tea, do you guys ever buy any of the Fusion the
Bardstown
Fusion?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have the Fusion 5?
I do.
That thing tastes like black and green tea to me. It's fat. I love it. I love it. Yep. Goods. That was my go-to in Georgia when it was hot.
Oh no, I have the Fusion 4. I'm sorry, not the 5.
I just bought the 5. Yeah, Lance, this is still fruit punch.
Is it?
Fruit punch. Oh shit, yeah, fruit punch Kool-Aid.
So if McKenna is a $50 bottle, Ben, where do you rate it?
I mean, yeah,
you rate it above Remus 5?
This number 3 is really good. I forgot. I haven't had this bottle in maybe a month, and man, it is really good.
I wish I had my McKenna here in Indiana.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's definitely different. I think the McKenna is a little bit lighter in terms of like its notes. Like the fruit notes are a little bit like more like red fruits instead of like dark fruits. It doesn't have as much like oak. The one thing that I really like about McKenna is that butterscotch note that you'll get in like a good McKenna, and you don't get that in like a lot of bourbons. Man, that's tough. I think I would still rate the Remus higher, but not by a lot.
Yes, I will. You give me another 107 and we got a deal.
We need to that'd be a fun one for the meetup. Remus versus Henry McKenna.
I'll bring McKenna.
Yeah, I'll try to get a Remus bottle.
That is something we should do. We should have we should like think of some different blinds, or not blinds, but kind of like matchups to do with different bottles that we bring. I'm gonna bring, because I know this is one none of y'all have had, the Still Austin Cast Strength.
Oh, nice! I'm dying to try that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that one. The Still Austin Cast Strength.
Cool.
So that one, it's Jason from Mash and Drum. He said it's like one of the closest things to the E.H. Taylor barrel proofs, or it's very similar to like an E.H. Taylor barrel proof.
Wow.
So I'm interested to see what y'all think.
Yeah. Speaking of E.H. Taylor, when I was in California for my daughter's volleyball game just 2 weeks ago, while she was in school, I went to this liquor store in Sierra Madre, and that shelf was insanity. Anything and everything, but all of it, you were paying at least double, if not triple MSRP. Even some 4 or 5 times. Like they had a EH single barrel, it was $400.
Jeez.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I did say E.H. Taylor. I meant to say Elijah Craig barrel proof. That's what I meant to
Oh, no, they had the E.H. Taylor barrel proof. They had a Michter's 10, wanted $300 for Michter's 10. It was like, no.
I'm not sure where the pregame meetup is in Chicago, but I'll let you know. We're going up Thursday. I think we're just checking into our hotel at 3. And I think the event starts at 7 o'clock, I think. And I think we have to be there by 5:30. So we're going to have a brief period of time before. And then, we'll go party all night afterwards. So whatever you guys want to do, my wife and I are down. So.
So what's a bourbon that y'all have the most vivid memories about, like the taste of it, not who you were with or anything like that, but like what's one that is just super memorable that just sticks in your mind the most?
Jack Daniel's single barrel. Not
Really?
the barrel proof. Straight up. Yep. Straight up single barrel. Because when I worked in Tennessee, my first time there in 2008 and 9, when I was leaving, 2 guys gave me a bottle of it, and we drank some of it, and it just stuck with me. And that flavor, every time I drink it, it throws me right back to where I was, and it just sticks with me. Yep. It's the single barrel, and I've always had a soft spot. That's probably next to Basil Hayden, because that was the first bourbon that got me really into drinking bourbon. But it was that, and then Jack Daniel's single barrel. But I think I have a softer spot for the single barrel than I do for Basil. And those are the 2 that I really have vivid taste memories of.
Yeah. What about you, Lance?
I don't know, honestly. I would say any George T. Stagg, because
because you've had so many.
That's when I was just like, oh, this is a different thing.
Yeah.
It just hits my palate right, man. I love that stuff.
Yeah. It's different. It's definitely different.
Yep. I'm trying to think of if I had any finished ones that blew me out of the water that were just like really crazy and wild.
That barrel seagrass.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
That one's different for sure.
That one's different. I love that bottle, man. I am the bottle I am most anticipating is the 16-year Seagrass that's coming out.
What?
16-year?
They're coming out. Barrel's releasing a 16-year Seagrass this year.
Jeez.
Where is it from? Is it going to be Dickel?
It's so I believe the Seagrass, I have an extra bottle. I don't have an open bottle right now. I have one in the bunker, but it's I think it's a blend of Canadian, probably Alberta, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what was that bottle of Canadian that was ranked like through the roof, top dog last
Alberta?
Year? Alberta? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alberta cask strength.
Yep.
Have y'all had that Alberta Premium?
No.
So I have some of it. The rye. It's the second batch, but it's really good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I find a bottle of that 16-year Seagrass, I'm all over it.
That's interesting. Yeah. 16 years. That's a long time.
Yeah. Dickel doesn't have rye stock, all sourced. Oh, okay.
They don't have rye stock. Interesting.
Dickel's a weird company, man. I don't understand why they keep bottling shitty whiskey for their own brand.
Right?
Distribute, source all the good stuff.
You say that, but wait till you have that 15 year. That gives me hope. That gives me hope for them. They're finally catching on.
That's a good point, though, Lance. If you think about it, all the stuff that's like 12, 13 and above, it's all given to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
The Dickel stuff I've loved doesn't have their name on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't have rye stock. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I have a Dickel rye. I haven't looked at the label close enough to even see. I haven't opened that bottle. I'm not going to open it because I'm sure it's absolutely terrible. But I have a bottle of that.
So there are two that I know of, maybe 3 distilleries in Montana and one of them is Bighorn, is Willie's distillery, and he has Bighorn whiskey, and all my. I got a bottle of it for a friend of mine down here in Indiana, and when I brought it back to him, a couple of my buddies were talking about it, and I happened to look at the back of the bottle, and I was like, "What?" And this was probably 4 years ago, so before I really started to get into the bourbon thing. And I looked and I thought, "What the hell, Lawrenceburg, Indiana? What is going on? What it's supposed to be Montana?" Well, they were getting their juice from MGP, and all my buddies are giving me a bunch of grief saying, "It's a Montana whiskey." I said, "No, it's Indiana whiskey. Read the back of the bottle." And last year, they just put out their first 4-year distillate that was actually distilled and aged in Montana for 4 years. I haven't had any yet, but I'm kind of anxious to see how it compares. It probably won't compare anything to MGP because they're just so good at what they do. So, but I'm curious to see what it was like, what it's like. So,
Tim, thanks for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, my friend.
That is one of those things that it's like with those distilleries that use MGP to kind of start things off, and it's like I mean, I get it. You have to do something while you're waiting for your stuff to age, but it's like you really take a big leap once you jump back to your own stuff, because it's like, especially in Montana, you think about the kind of climate that they're aging whiskey in. It's like
it's cold and there's no humidity.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
4
going to take
years.
forever.
I mean,
yeah.
4 years, like a 9-year whiskey in Tennessee, you know, or I mean Kentucky.
Was it you that sent me Wyoming, Ed?
Yes,
that was good, man. That was
really good.
Yeah.
That one is really.
Is that sherry finished regularly on the shelves, or that wasn't a limited edition, was it?
I don't think it's limited. I actually got that one in Georgia, as a matter of fact. But the other Wyomings I've had are good. They're doing some good stuff.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
If they do some type of like a distillery only or some type of a limited release, if you can get something, I'd be very interested to try some of their stuff. Like
now,
some of their, like, limited
Wyoming,
stuff.
that was started by Steve Nally, right? Who was with Makers.
Yes, correct.
Because it has, I mean, it tastes a lot like Makers in a weird way.
It's weeded.
Okay, yeah, it's really good.
This one, Ben, I got from a friend of mine. Sent it to me from the distillery.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Those are always the coolest things to me.
This is really good. The one I sent Lance, though, I picked up in Georgia, and it's a sherry cask double oak. It's double cask.
I was gonna say sherry cask double oak.
No, double cask.
A lot going on.
That is a lot going on. I couldn't imagine what that would taste like.
I actually have 4 bottles of Wyoming, and I've got their bottled and bond, their regular, and then that sherry cask. So, and I like all of them. The bottled and bond one is it's probably, to me, it's probably the most youthful tasting, but this single barrel one is good stuff right here.
Yeah,
it is cool when those distilleries like that do their own special releases and things like that, because you can get some really interesting stuff. Like for us, the big one by us is Still Austin and Garrison Brothers, but Still Austin, they've been doing some pretty cool stuff, and Austin has jumped all over the those special releases and stuff like that. But they've done some cool stuff. They've done some like double oak. They've done some. They just recently, I believe a couple weeks ago, released a weeded whiskey, and so they're doing some interesting stuff, doing some special releases and stuff like that.
Cool. Well, guys, I think we might want to call it a night.
Yeah, I'm heading north in the morning at 6, so I'm gonna.
Oh man. Well, thank you guys for hanging out and helping fill the space while I try to figure out what I'm drinking. And
next Friday ought to be interesting because you'll have Ben's samples and I'll be sending you some, so that ought to be a good one.
Yeah, that'll be fun, man. So you guys are good for 8 o'clock next week?
Yeah.
All right,
Absolutely.
cool.
Absolutely.
It works for us.
Sounds like a plan. Then, shit, is the competition the next weekend?
Yeah. It's the 23rd, right?
Better
Yeah.
get ready.
Yeah, shit, dude.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to drink all your samples and really practice.
We'll do a double, man. We'll do Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah, that's we're gonna have to, man. Or no, we just do Friday. I don't care either way, but
We'll do 6 hours on Friday.
we got to get through all your samples.
Well,
I don't care if there's nobody watching. We got to get through all of them.
You did 6 tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, I mean, well, I don't know how many Ed sent. I sent 3. So.
Oh, okay.
I have 4 I said I have 4. I was going to send 5, but that one I just want Lance to compare against the Resilient.
Okay.
I sent, because I sent 6, I believe. 3 of them are for you to taste blind. 2 of them are to do a head-to-head, and then 1 is just for fun.
Okay.
But you can add that one for fun into the lineup. Just do 20 samples, just knock them out.
Yeah, we'll do a whiskey nose live. We'll be up till 5 o'clock in the morning.
or you'll start at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
right.
Start strong
or whenever. I
love that guy.
Love you, Marty.
Tim, I have not blended anything. I mean, I've done it enough, but I probably should.
Your infinity barrel that you sent us on, a while back, that was really good.
Yeah, that beat a lot of stuff I sent you too, blind.
Yep, it sure did. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see if they have us blend some of their stuff like they did at the finals last year.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are we doing that? What is it? Bar 40 or 30 or something like that? Are we doing that?
I don't know if we're gonna have time or if it's even if it's open on the days that we have free. I don't know. I would love to. That would be fun.
Yeah, I think that would be cool to blend stuff.
But if I can get us into Heaven Hill, if they're not all on strike.
Right, they're still on strike. Could you imagine? They can't. I mean, there's no way that they would go that long. I mean, that's 6 weeks.
I hope not. Yeah. Real quick, have either of you guys tried to do the 1915?
No, I have stickers. I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
And now I'm pissed because I hear that the new bottle is so much different than the old 1920.
But if you want, go watch It's Bourbon Night and watch their review of the 1920. I'm not going to tell you anything else. Just go watch it.
Okay.
If you haven't.
Okay.
Speaking of It's Bourbon Night, did you see the video they did of the dusty old granddad? They called it their favorite bourbon.
I did.
No, when did they do that?
Yeah, Ed, you need to go watch that.
Cool.
Yeah,
I probably out of all the videos in Whiskey Tube that I've seen, that was up there with my favorites.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely go watch. I just watched.
It made me want to just stash away. I mean, I know it's not the same juice, but it made me want to stash away my old granddad 114 I have now.
Yeah.
I've got a buddy back in Montana. So his dad was stationed at Fort Knox, and he was born at Fort Knox. And they met a couple. His dad met a couple when he was down there, and gave them. God, I think he said he's got 6 decanters of Heaven Hill, and they're race car decanters, and they're from the 70s, and they still have the paper seal over the top. And he said, next time you're home, man, we're going to open one. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to drink some Dusty. I've never had any.
Oh,
I'll bring one of, so I've got some Jim Beam. Beam,
you were showing that.
the 1970s. I got another one. I'll grab it real quick.
You ever come across any Dusties, Lance?
No, I've had 1976 Jim Beam. A buddy who's gonna stay with us at the meetup, had one, and it was really good. It was really delicious.
Man, if I trusted the Postal Service more, I'd tell my buddy Sean, look, dude, I'll send $500. You send us a Dusty. Oh shit,
dude, that's cool.
Look at that, dude.
That looks like that's in an Alice in Wonderland movie or something.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, it's
is that porcelain?
Yeah, aged 150 months.
Dude, that's probably got so much mercury in it, your nuts will just fall off if you
Yeah,
smell it.
I'll die immediately.
If you're planning on having kids, man, you better get that.
Yeah. Pump out those kids first. Ed and I will drink that for you.
Do
until
that
you get
shit.
your kids taken care of.
I'm snipped, so I'm done with my children. So I'll take it.
At this point, they just get in the way, so I'm fine.
Crazy thing is, like 150 months though.
awesome.
It's like sitting in that, and I mean, it's still sealed and everything. It's got the box. I mean, that was like one of those things you're just like, super cool. I got it. So in a trade, someone was offering it up for trade, and I was like, "That's cool."
That's one of the coolest decanters I've seen. It really looks like something in an Alice in Wonderland movie.
It looks like it came out of the Queen's Castle, for crying out.
Somebody was high as fuck when they designed that.
Yeah, like, look at this thing. I mean,
what in the world?
Yeah, there was definitely ass involved in that lamp.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's cool as hell, man.
80 proof.
Wow.
They couldn't do anything higher, but
I should have got my mom's china and we could have drank it out of that. Because, I mean, god damn.
You definitely got to go pinkies up.
Right?
pinkies up for sure. Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll
That's
definitely bring one of the other decanters that I've got. I'll decant it before coming. I'm not trusting those flimsy corks. But I've got the 1970 mid 70s. I'll bring some of that. I'll make sure the one that I bring, it doesn't taste like absolute dog shit, because some of those they get tainted and they're just terrible.
Right.
Well, we're gonna stop by Bourbon Dock on our way to Kentucky, Ben.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that drive down. That's why I wanted to fly in, because I was like, I think it's gonna be a nice little drive down.
Yeah, we'll have a blast. We'll have a good time.
Thing Ed's not coming with us on the drive down.
we'll send Ed little videos.
You could have flown in. And
what? Okay, Ben. Am I going to be like the airlines? Why do I want to fly past where I'm going to drive back to where I'm going?
See, that's your priorities. You don't prioritize friendship.
You're missing the whole point, Ed. Didn't you hear my Bardstown thing?
No.
My most memorable moment. It was with you, buddy.
Yes, I did, man.
And you can't even fly to my house.
Oh, now you're gonna guilt my ass.
It's not that much different.
Whatever. Now you're gonna guilt me. Okay, I see how it is. All right.
But yeah,
maybe my new favorite moment will be with Ben.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. I bet it will now.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I mean, I'm all good with that. I'm going to stop at Frugal McDougal's in Nashville. That's a big time liquor store there. That they've got a great selection. So,
well, too bad we're going to go there before you. So we're going to make the extra drive to go there.
All right, you do that. Man, Ben's on fire.
Yeah.
He drank his orange creamsicle. He's all fired up.
How many bottles can you travel back with, Ben? I'm going to hit up my connections before you get here.
So yeah, it's a good question. They go by liters. I looked it up, and I don't think they necessarily really check to see like exactly how much you're bringing. But I heard it was like 200 and something liters. There were 5 outsiders.
Aaron's awesome. He's awesome.
I think it's like 8 bottles, like 8 to 9 bottles is like what I can bring back.
Okay.
So, yeah,
right.
So like a good amount. I mean, I could probably bring more. Like I've done it in the past. I brought more, but obviously, if they decided they wanted to throw a fuss, then I don't want to have to throw away bottles. But
yeah,
pack them up. Yeah, I can't wait to taste those. What's that?
I said, Lance better hit up some of those connects.
Right.
Yep, I got you.
I can't wait to taste those Booker samples. I am stoked.
Oh, dude, that's one of the things I'm most excited for.
What
was Booker samples?
They were from, was it 2006?
Something. They're old Booker samples that he got.
Let me go get them. Hang on a second. I'll go get them. See what they are.
Thanks for telling me.
Oh yeah.
You ain't getting any. You don't like Bookers.
Yeah, I guess I'm not.
Yeah, no, you're out of luck. I mean, look right there. Look.
I know.
So
Have you found the newest release of Booker's? Have you gotten a bottle of that?
Lance has it for me.
Nice.
Well, actually, Mike Booth got it. I have the 01. I don't have 02. I don't have 02. So shit, 03 ought to be dropping soon. It's about that time.
It's about that time. Yeah. It's not that I don't like Booker's. I think it's just overpriced for what it is, but I can appreciate it.
See, and I get that, and I get what people think about that. But it goes back to, if you like it and that's what you love and that's where you're at, I'll pay 90, I'll pay 100. I mean, I got sentimental ties to it. So if you can come across a little book, I'm game for a little book.
All right, we got this for Ed first.
Oh fuck, that's so
your extra bottle.
Yes. That Freddie, is that the same one that we had?
Yep.
Oh God, man, I'm not shitting you. Best pour of bourbon on my bar.
Then we got your Booker's for you. And then the ones that I'm excited about. So this is I can't read the handwriting, and I don't know the old Booker's batches. I think it says E07-B-7.
Oh, so that's before that's when they used the codes instead of the names.
Oh shit. Okay.
So that's one, and then the other one is CO6-K-8.
Oh my God. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Ben, you and I will drink these before we go down to Kentucky.
Yeah. like we're on an airplane with the little shooters. Just shoot those things.
You will too. I can see it. You're like, oh shit, the bottle broke. Look at the top. Oh man,
we'll have to compare that to the Bookers that you have there, like the most recent release, and compare them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that'll be cool.
The Blue Store up in Danville, Lance.
Yeah,
I passed up. I'm still pissed. I passed up a 2018 02 batch, and I bought the Teresa's batch, which is 2019 04, and it's fair, but I've heard that other one that I passed up is way better.
Yeah,
which one was that?
Those batches.
Oh, shit, I wish I knew what it was. I would love to have.
That wasn't like sipping a while or something, was it?
Maybe.
I can't remember.
Country Ham, I know everybody raved over.
I love that one.
Raved over. Is that as good as Pigskin?
Better.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You're a big fan of the Pigskin. That was good.
Yeah. Those samples you said, I like that one. Yeah. I loved Country Ham. That was really good.
That was really cool trying those Bookers like side by side like that. I think
that was fun.
1, 2, 5. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll pour 6 samples of Bookers and bring them.
That would be cool, like trying the different ones like that. Yeah.
And then I'll open the new one down there for sure. I mean, that's given. That new one is opening at the meetup.
It's gonna be cool, like coming up with different blinds from all the different bottles we're gonna be bringing. That's gonna be fun.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if everything's closed down, I don't really give a shit.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
I'll make a giant.
Still be open, so we can always go.
Yeah.
Do
Aaron might die, but we'll be okay.
Yeah, his liver's gonna give out on him.
Did you hear me? Like, you guys can't be bringing these 100 proof shit. 100 plus proof. I'm like, well, you don't have to drink the whole fucking bottle. I mean,
yeah. I'm excited to try the Georgia batch of the Sam Houston 15.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm cracking the seal. I haven't opened it yet, but that 1792 Lance that I sent you, that's a wild ride. That foolproof in that flight that I sent you.
Oh, did I already did a review on it?
Yeah, and you said it was
so memorable. He's already forgotten.
Yeah.
What'd I say about it? I don't remember.
Go back.
I think I do remember
Go
that.
back and watch your own video.
I think I remember you saying some good stuff about that, though, Lance. I think I do remember that. Now that Ed's mentioning that,
it is a unique bottle, very, very off profile of 1792.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it was good.
yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun trying the different blinds and stuff like that, and like the Russells, all the different Russells picks if everybody's bringing those, and that'll be cool too.
I'm bringing my CYPB for you guys.
Yeah. How much do you have
You
left of
bring
that?
Foolproof too?
I do have full proof. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Do you want me
When
to
did
bring
you get
that too?
foolproof? I didn't know you had a foolproof.
He's got them all, dude. He's Tater.
that's
Come
right.
on now.
Didn't
Come
you
on,
get that like,
man.
all in the same bundle? You got the CYPB, the foolproof 12.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot.
Every time he left the store, the guy sent him a text. Oh, by the way, can you come back? I got this. Oh, can you come back? I got this.
You dropped this
No shit.
rare and limited smoke wagon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Italian Lance, come pick it up.
I am bringing a clear bottle of Smoke Wagon for you guys.
Oh, yeah, the clear bottles, they're better than the regulars.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
It's not It's not better than that single barrel. There's no way.
I know. Yeah.
I think the most memorable, like one of the most memorable bottles, because you mentioned that like single barrel, the Old Fangled Nodder Bourbon.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, Ben, no, that single barrel smoke wagon we had, Lance, was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was pretty damn good.
Holy shit.
Well, that guy doesn't like me anymore, but that was a good bottle.
Yeah, he did like
sucks to be him. Why did Chuck piss him off?
No, he was trying to sell that bottle for. I had some guy message me, and he was like, "Hey, is this right?" He watched my like top places to shop bourbon in Central Illinois.
Yep.
And his store was on there, and he's like, I saw they have a Smoke Wagon single barrel. He's selling for $615 a bottle. I was like, no, that can't be right. I said, sometimes he pairs it with like a gift card for some reason, but I'll go look. So I look, I'm like, holy shit, he is. He's charging $615 for 8-year MGP.
No.
So I messaged him. I said, hey, is your website wrong? And he's like, how dare you question what I charge for a bottle? And I was like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
How dare you?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm never going back there. Kiss my.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
Crazy.
Oh, man.
But I'm like, you're charging $615 for an 8-year MGP. Like, fuck off.
I mean, and the crazy thing is someone would buy that. I mean,
He'll sell them, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, I mean, I can't knock him, but it's the way he took it. And I was like, dude, if you're selling like I've heard Aaron Chepnick with Smoke Wagon lose his shit over people selling his bottles at secondary, and he would flip out over that.
So the story around that was someone. So there's like on Facebook, there's like these secondary pages where people will buy and sell bottles, and it has to be pretty secretive because Facebook will shut it down.
Oh yeah.
And so there was one of these pages where someone was selling one of those like special release bottles. Someone took a screenshot, sent it to Aaron, and he posted it on his Instagram. Somehow it got back to Facebook, and they shut the group down. And so people were pissed about that.
Yeah,
people were pissed that happened.
I didn't do that. I was like, dude, you could charge whatever you want for it. I could care less, but I'm not gonna recommend your store anymore. Like,
no,
right. Like, I mean, I like you can charge even more than SRP, and I'm fine with that. Shit, that bottle's worth $300. I'm fine. I'm even fine with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But $615 for an 8-year MGP, like I'm not gonna recommend your store.
It's like once you dip your toe in the water of doing that, then you start to do it with other stuff, and then it just becomes,
right.
It's like either if you have like I even respect stores that if they have relationships with people that have shopped there for years, I don't even care. Like, take care of those people. I get that. But it's like the people that put stuff out to just try to make the highest amount possible. Yeah. It's like that just because then they start to do it with other stuff. And then it just becomes like, I get it. You're a business. You're meant to make money. But it's like, Lance, it's like you don't go to your most loyal customers and go like, hey, guys, I'm charging an extra 10% because I want to make more money.
Right.
It's like.
Right.
That's not the way you do business. So
Right.
One of the stores I go to in Georgia, it's got a case and it has the same 2 bottles of Old Fitz. It's got an Old Fitz 14 and Old Fitz 15. And they're $600 and $610, and they've been sitting there for 7 months.
that's crazy.
I'm like, $600 for Old Fitz? Come on.
So they'll sell it. I bet they sell it.
Eventually they will. I mean,
Yeah.
they sold a bottle of that what was it? That old OC Old Copper. Oh shit, I can't remember. All I know is the bottle was like $2,500, and the guy that bought it opened it in the store, and I came in 2 hours later and just
the OFC.
OFC. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are insane.
paid like 26 or $2,800 for it. Maybe it was even more than that. All I know is he opened the bottle in the store, and the guy said, "Yeah, 2 hours ago, this guy just opened this bottle." The guy behind the bottle counter didn't have a clue what the hell was going on. He says, "All I know is it was $3,000." And the guy.
If I owned a bar, I wouldn't make people, buy stuff at secondary, but I'd be like, I'm selling this to you. You're going to open it and give me a pour. So I know you fucking opened it.
Oh, shit. Exactly. That's exactly right.
Hey, that's a good way to do it. I think
Yeah.
that is the thing that cures the secondary problem. Cause it's like, if somebody wants to go and flip it on secondary, okay, you're going to pay an elevated price.
Yeah.
To buy it if that's what you're going to do. But if you're going to buy it at retail, open it up. Let's take a drink. Like
that's same. When I got that bottle of Lot B, I'm like,
yeah,
no way it's going on. So I'm opening that shit. I'm sharing it with people. We're pouring it, man. I'm drinking. Shit.
All the few connections that I have, that's what I do. I bottle up samples of the stuff they sold me, so they know that I opened it, and I give them samples of it. So
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're going to get more. You're going to get better bottles that way because the people that are selling it to you appreciate it because they see what other people do with their stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's funny the guy that I was talking about that had $615 8-year smoke wagon. He was pissed off at me for even asking, and then 2 hours later he switched the price on his website.
For what? What did he switch it to?
He switched it to. It included it was still bullshit. But it was like the bottle was then like $200 and a $400 gift card. So it was still,
screw that.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. That's where we had the birthday bourbon too.
Yeah, it was a good day.
It was, yeah.
I'd love to support the guy, but
I know, and I supported him. I bought a liter of Weller and Old Forester single barrel from him.
Yeah,
but not no more. What?
Nope. Night, Marty.
What did?
I didn't think you even slept, Marty. You sleep? That's cool.
No, he's going to Knoxville.
Early tailgate.
Big Orange. Well,
Marty will be alive in 3 hours.
No shit, Marty. They suck. I will keep all the Blands for myself. You do that, Aaron.
Blands is such a all the shit that they get.
See that?
Marty and Aaron from Smoke Wagon on the same live stream. That ought to be interesting.
Oh shit.
That will be interesting.
Yeah, that'll be a good show. That's the day before I go to Bardstown. I might have to. That's the night before. I might have to watch that. Yeah.
That would be really cool. Starting your own distillery, I would source stuff. I would source stuff until my own distillate is 6 years old.
Yeah.
I would just start sourcing and just doing finishes, stuff like that. But I think it'd be really cool that there's definitely times where I sit and I think I have all this knowledge about bourbon. Why wouldn't I go and use it to do something,
Because you're not sitting on $12 million.
Well, yeah. That's part of it. That's part of it. I just got to find a backer.
You got to find some backing. Yeah, if you find some backing, shit, that'd be fantastic.
that would be a fun job, especially if you're doing like some of those distilleries do some cool stuff with like grain to glass, where they're like, they're growing their own stuff, and like that would be really cool having like
like the dude at Spirits French Lick.
Yeah.
Have you follow that guy on Instagram? He is an interesting cat, man.
He looks like it.
That dude is an interesting cat. He is something else.
That would be fun. That would definitely be that'd be fun, like having your own distillery that you're basically a mad scientist, just doing different experiments and stuff like that.
Now that may be something, Lance, that you could look into in the future, is going to French Lick and maybe going in there and getting a back, doing a Patreon or something and staying right there at the resort.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because French Lick is supposed to be pretty fantastic now. They've really upped their game, and that guy is really cool. He was on I've seen him twice. He's been on 2 Whiskey Tube channels, and he's cool.
Yeah, he seems like a cool dude. Like a real old-time moonshiner, right?
Yeah, straight up. Yep. The like down to your belly button beard and
yeah. We should do something soon after this trip where we go and just some like maybe not super craft distillery, but some like maybe a little more up and coming distillery. Go take a trip there and
so
something like
that's
that.
Interesting you say that. Hard Truth, this one here, Ben, I don't know if you saw it. I showed it to Lance.
Yeah.
But they do it's a still your own shine, and it's like $800, and 6 people can go do it, and you camp overnight, and you actually still your own whiskey.
That's
make
cool.
your own shine. Yeah, you make your own shine like right out there, like they did in the 1800s.
That's cool.
Old school still. It's really cool. We did a tour, and it's fun. It's awesome.
Yeah,
we didn't do the. Yeah.
Going to some smaller distillery like that and like kind of making a trip out of it, I think that would be cool. Like obviously it's going to be fun going to the big distilleries and seeing that stuff and like hunting and just being with you guys is going to be fun. But I think there is something to be said too about those smaller distilleries that kind of lay out the red carpet for you and really let you like experience some stuff. Plus, going somewhere you probably would never go before and touring a distillery, I think would be fun.
They've got like 250 or 300 acres they bought, and they're setting up a campground, and they do these ATV tours, and it's really cool. And they have like 7 or 8 different spirits they do. They're doing a good job. They're doing a really cool job. So
smooth.
Oh, nice.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, you are a groupie, Aaron.
Tell Sarah I said hi. Tell her to keep picking those bottles.
She does pick some good bottles.
It's funny. People go crazy over those bottles she picks.
Yeah.
There's some cool stuff. Like they've got some, those the ryes that they do, the cast strength ryes, those are normally like 4 years old. They've got some like limited ones that are like 12 years. I could only imagine what those things taste like.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Aaron said amen.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
I'm gonna tap out because I got to get up early and head to South Bend. So
yep, me too. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Love you guys.
It was fun. Yeah,
yep.
You guys are awesome. I'm so
next week.
That's right.
Yep. See you next Friday.
All right, fellas. Take care, man.
Peace out. Cheers, Tim. Thanks for hanging in with us the whole time.
Yeah.
Right on. See you, Tim.
See you, Tim.
See ya.
Night, guys.
Good night.